Okay, welcome to Supreme Ruler. We are going to play a microaggression, which means we are going to play a limited conflict between two nations, and we're just going to play that and nothing else. It's not going to be a whole Let's Play series or nothing or anything. We're just going to play this conflict and see what happens. So now we're going to play Russia versus the Ukraine for this, and in the future we might do more types of things like North Korea versus South Korea. I'd really like to do that, or some stupid stuff like Iraq versus Iran or something, stuff like that. Just quick episodes with quick resolutions and just see what happens. Well, in this we're not going to care about economy or anything. In fact, we're going to automate the minister for that, so we're going to kinda have him focused on a balanced budget, increased treasury, inflation, stuff like that. We're not going to care about the economy at all. In fact, we might go into a very serious debt before the war is over, but we're not going to care. To keep the war going, I might have to fiddle a bit with it, but it's not going to be the main focus. Not at all. We don't have to do any research, so decrease spending. In fact, we could even lock him. I'm going to let him do what he wants to do there. Arms race. This is our defense minister. Increase unit readiness. Offensive military, yes, because we're going on an offensive war. We are going to play Vladimir Putin's Russia against Ukraine. All the atrocities the Ukrainians have done in Novorossiya needs to be addressed, and we are of course going to invade the Ukraine, and we're going to take their capital to win this particular game. So that's the casus belli and the why we're doing this invasion. And then NATO is not going to intervene, of course, because we are almighty Russia and we can stave them off very easily. So Vladimir Putin is our president here, and this is 2020, so we have Donald Trump in there. Yeah, I like this game, but I'm not a very good player of it. But I sometimes do these limited campaigns, and I like to play kind of developing nations in Africa and just try to build them up. That's it, but it's so slow and so boring that it wouldn't do a very good let's play. So that's why I decided to do these microaggression videos. So yeah, that's the basis of it, I guess. And Poroshenko. Oh, I think they have a new president now, just recently elected, actually. A comedian. But in this scenario, Poroshenko is still the president, and he's an evil man, and we need to remove him, of course. So let's get our glorious Russian army together here, and we are going to deploy all our military, our land forces. I'm playing this on normal mode. Everything is in normal difficulty. Let them deploy a bit, and we'll move them to the border with evil Ukraine. These forces are going to make a diversion into here and try to stave off units going north, because Dnieper here will be a focus point for our offensive in the east. Of course, The main bulk of our forces need to be engaged against Kiev, so we need to go for Kiev as soon as possible. Tensions heighten. Yeah, who could have guessed? We are beginning a research project. In fact, I should block my minister from doing any sort of movement of troops. I want to move them myself. We are not mobilizing our air force yet. We might have to do that now, I guess, to get them closer to the front line here. So let's see what we have. We have 220 reserve units in the air force. Let's mobilize them all. Yeah, I don't remember how to kind of pick out the types, because if I want, for an example, fighters here, how do I just say, okay, like that, yeah, fighter. I'm holding control now and selecting them. That's a bomber. No problem, we're just going to go in and just send them in to do carnage. I don't have to think too much about any of this. So yeah, that base is full now. We can't move any more forces there. Let's start moving the troops up to the border now to prepare for the invasion. All divisions are now moving. Yeah, we need to focus on Kiev here. It's going to be some hard fighting before we get to Kiev. We are also going to move divisions up from the back. Kharkov is going to be a focus point. Let's move the people from Volgograd there. Volgograd is former Stalingrad. Here we're going to take out Donetsk. Yeah, Novorossiya is here, and that's where the current war, kind of insurgency or war, is going on in real life. I'm not mobilizing any of my naval forces. I don't think we'll need them for this. I think we have some in Sevastopol. I could, if I wanted, could get a couple of boats out, but I don't really think it's worth it. Oh, Sevastopol is there, okay, but we have a harbor here. Deployed units 1,700. That's a mighty army. Let's keep moving up to the border with you boys. Need to get this going here. It's January 4th now. I kind of want the war to be going by January 10. I don't think that's entirely a bad plan. Let's be really prepared. All our forces in, or as much of it as possible, as much as we deem necessary for this particular campaign. We're playing it on normal speed because that's the best, so we can really enjoy the action here. And when the war gets going, it's really fun. When the border moves, all the little explosions and stuff, it's really fun. Those are those bombers. I don't know what kind of airplane that is, but okay. Tank troops here, let's move them all. This January 6th. the enemy is moving about at Kharkov. There's going to be a mighty battle there, I guess. I'm going to take these troops from the back of the front and just move them here, so that they can come in at the later stage of the war. Making good money, at least. In fact, I could actually sell some of my oil if I wanted to. Bulk sale of oil should be... Yeah, well, the minister is doing a great job with that already. Some of these units are of course very slow. Some are even running out of supply. But I think we're ready to go now. It's January 7th. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time with diplomatic offers or anything. We are now surrounding the Ukrainians very effectively, so I think it's time to go. Let's first declare war on them. We are ahead of schedule. We're on January 8th, so let's declare war. Poroshenko here. We are now at war. Let's plan how we'll march in here. These guys are only meant as a distraction in the south, so they will move to the village here. Novaya Kakhovka. Okay. These guys are going straight in for the urban area here, or the urban area there, and these are moving on here straight into the Ukraine. These forces are going to be blocked by the river. We also need to take Kharkov, and I think I'm going to order an airstrike on that area, because we have very few troops in that particular area. We're going to try and cut Ukraine in two to kind of isolate these parts from the rest of it. Now, we need to go for Kiev as soon as possible here, and we need to strike hard and fast. On kind of two columns here, one going in here, one straight along the road here. Are you guys going? No, not yet. Yeah, I need an airstrike on Kharkov. So we're going to take these airplanes, sort them by airplane. What do we have here? I don't remember how to see what I have selected here now. But that's okay. Just going to send them to Kharkov to do that airstrike. We have airplanes here as well. Those are going with the forces into here. That's not what we want. We want them to Kharkov. That's one airplane, and what kind of airplane is that? That's an Su-24. That's a fighter aircraft. Send that to Kharkov as well. Fighters aren't really good for ground strikes, but okay. We're not going to mess with the details here. So the war has now begun, and the first shots are being fired. Our air force is going up to Kharkov. Look at them go in there. Lots of Ukrainian troops in Kharkov. We are moving on Kiev at a great pace here. Want to cover all the area here. We have a Ukrainian helicopter coming in. That's probably a Hind helicopter. The enemy is now concentrating to Kharkov, so we're going to bleed him dry over there. The offensive in south here against Donetsk is going fine. Ukrainian Air Force units are swarming here. Send the boys in here. We're taking towns here now in the east. We are losing units, of course, that's to be expected. War declared, yes. At the Crimea, we're sitting here. We might even, if we're brave enough, cross the river here, but set up a defensive position as well. The next target for this offensive and this in the north is, of course, Dnieper here. Right now we need to move to secure all the areas here so we don't get boxed in or cut off from the rest of the forces. So we need to keep the line straight here. You guys go in there, do your job. Ukrainian Air Force is concentrating around Kharkov. I'm going to take all my Air Force and do the same. Making good money though, so the minister is doing an excellent job this time. I tried this invasion last night, and I ended up in a lot of debt. I did take Kiev finally, with a lot of effort actually. I had a lot of trouble last night. This seems to be going a bit more fluently here now. We just need to set reasonable targets at first here. You can't just pump them into, because I need to straighten the line, because I don't want to be cut off. That's usually what happens when you go too fast too soon. So let's keep it simple here. I could take that town though. That's going to help my supply. We also have a supply limit map here. Somewhere here, yeah. So we can see we're really well supplied here, but as we get into the Ukraine, it's not as red anymore. So we are having supply problems in these parts. That's to be expected, while the Ukrainians do not. This is a scary situation if it would happen in real life. I don't think it will ever happen, because Vladimir Putin is certainly not a stupid guy. He wouldn't, nor is he a warmonger as propaganda would have him. He is not. He's just a political fox. He's super intelligent and he does what he wants, and he doesn't give a shit about anyone's opinions. Okay, we have now very soon pocketed Luhansk. So just get in there, boys, and close the gap. That means these guys are going to run out of fuel, because they are now pocketed in there. So they pose no threat as long as that pocket is kept. Other than they can actually start moving this way and get in behind our front line here, and I wouldn't like that. So we are going to go and take out that pocket, I guess. We have some infantry here, I think. Anti-aircraft, okay. Yeah, I promise myself not to look into the details too much, just wage a war. We need to we're having some trouble around Kharkov here, and we are suffering some heavy losses. Let's go for Poltava, I guess, if I want to cut the Ukraine in half. Let's begin with the village of Aktyrka here. So the Ukrainians are now coming up from Kiev here. I might want to order an airstrike on that to alleviate this. I want to secure this entire area up to the river. We are expecting an airstrike really soon. The Ukrainians are suffering heavy losses. The airstrike hasn't materialized yet, but they're on their way, so that's fine and dandy. Heavy fighting around Kharkov. We are capturing the pocket of Luhansk, and I think we might be ready to continue the offensive in this direction now. Let's expand our territory a bit. Try to go to Mariupol there. There's also a battle going on here. We are keeping these Ukrainians from going north very successfully. Some fighting around here, but not too intense yet. Let's move the boys in. My mighty airstrike never materialized really here. I think most of our airplanes have been sent back to base to resupply. Let's go take that out. Let's just take that town. In fact, I might want to send these in this direction now. Can we move on Luhansk there, please? Looks like right now that they're pushing us back from Kiev here, so we're going to cross the river here to threaten them from the north. So how's the situation? This is not looking very good. I don't like my guys here going too far, but I'm not going to pull them back either. We're going to continue. They might need help there soon. So are we inside Luhansk now? Luhansk is a... Can we actually take this pocket out, please? That's an artillery. That's just AA. Yeah, I have some infantry coming up there, so that's going to be okay. They're really messing around Kharkov there. And my supply is running way low. We are making lots of money though. Let's take that offer. We're losing units like crazy. That's what happens. How's our military stash here? Oh, that's not very good, is it? Well, we're not using that much. In fact, I want to lock him from that. I'm not going to sell any military goods. Instead, we're going to produce more. So what happened here? The Ukrainians are doing some weird stuff, so we're going to continue pushing the offensive. I think we're pretty much good for that now. Might want to send a couple of units to deal with that too. These guys are going in here. I would like to have Poltava, and that's a lot of enemy forces. That's a lot of enemy forces. If those break through, we're going to be in a bad situation, bad spot here. So it seems like they're really concentrating at Kharkov. That's okay. We're going to try to help our friends out here. Let's keep defensive in that area then. Send in as much as we can and do airstrike and stuff. We're continuing now on towards Kiev. Let's put this major division in motion here and just try to deal with these as they... Wish I could capture this road because they're using it. Losing units. China has declared war on Tajikistan. Yeah, that usually happens. Weird stuff like that. I've never seen this concentration at Kharkov. That's really... That's massive. That's massive. Let's try and break that. See if we can get to Kiev. Let's order an all-out assault towards Kiev. This Kharkov situation is really worrying. If I could pocket them in Kharkov, that would be awesome. I don't think my boys are up for that right now. That's some major concentration there. Yeah, I don't think... Not being too successful here. There's a lot of enemy troops here. Luhansk has been liberated there, the pocket. I don't like that. At least we took that out, that unit. I would need an airstrike on Kiev, please. Because that's how we win the war, by taking Kiev. So I need an airstrike in that direction now. Losing units like crazy here. If I could cross the river, that would be great. Let's see if we can expand our territory a bit here. Come on, into Kiev you go, boys. Into Kiev you go. I want Poltava, but I'm not having any luck with that. They're retreating from there, let's continue. Lots of troops coming in here now, these are fresh I think from Siberia. Yeah, we're really pushing it now. We are laying Kiev under fire actually, and that's very positive. I need more airstrikes. I need more airstrikes in that direction now. More troops towards Kiev. In the east we're not doing so hot right now. Over here it seems like we won this defensive action though, but we were pushed over the river. We're being pocketed in a couple of locations here, and I don't like that. I need to liberate the pockets, otherwise I'll lose the troops there. Over here we're not doing very hot either. I need to divert more troops towards the south. We have some here, but that's going to take a while before they appear at the front line here. We can do airstrikes with these, I guess, to help out here. There's a tank coming. Oh yeah, these are great airplanes. That's a great airstrike right there. Our air force over here has been causing them some serious damage. Can we just go in now? Take that crossing there. We need to stop these troops from going towards Kiev. Can we just press over the river here, please? Yeah, they are actually reinforcing Kiev very effectively there. Okay, seems like we are on the winning side over Kharkov at least. Over here we are not doing very well. I want all the troops going for Artemovsk there to create that Luhansk pocket again and keep those troops there entertained. We have been pocketed here as well. Let's pull those back. Order another airstrike on Makevkaya. We're going to remain defensive there. There's nothing more we can do in that direction. Keep moving in. Keep entertaining them here. Yeah, we might take Poltava if we do that right here now. Let's also have you fight that. And there's some artillery there. And get them closer to the enemy. Oh. Like so. Pull that back. Okay, we need to really push it for Kiev now. That it's going to be very hard though. I'm actually having some trouble with this game today. In you go, lads, in you go. All of you, in you go. Off to Kiev you go. We are closing in on Poltava here, but I'm afraid these guys will get pocketed. I don't like that. Okay, we have some enemy troops coming up behind our border here, behind our lines. So we need to take on those as well. We do not want to get pocketed. That's not what you want to become in this game. My reserves are pretty much out now.
We need reinforcements.
Yeah, we've lost a lot of units now. What is that? Kiev is being reinforced all the time now. There's pretty much nothing we can do about it. We'll continue ordering airstrikes on that. They're coming up with more troops here. take those out, we need to take them out now. Over at Kharkov we have won the battle. We can move on. The Luhansk pocket has been recreated. We are going to move in on them. Unfortunately, now we're not doing very well at Kiev. Need my entire air force. I need them now. I need them constantly working at Kiev. We're going to cross the river here again, just for fun. Okay, let's see if we can move into Luhansk now, finally. Move on here. Come on boys, on you go. We can do it, we can do it. Okay, Poltava. Yeah, we need more airstrikes on Kiev here, that's for sure. At least in the east we're winning now, soundly. But Kiev is really stiff. Lost 34 units there again. We're really losing lots and lots of forces here. We need to kind of move in this direction now. There's no more Ukrainian resistance in these parts, only limited. Yeah, lots of them in Kiev now. It's going to take a long time before we take that town. Let's try to cross the river here. Take that out. Continue ordering airstrikes. All in on Kiev now. All in. This pocket is still alive. Let's go in and take out all those towns then. Liberate them. There we go. Yeah, lots of them in there. I've never seen this kind of action. Send the helicopters then, those are Hind helicopters and stuff. China has declared war on Vietnam. Yeah, strange stuff happening. They are really concentrating on Kiev, aren't they? That's okay. I would do that as well if they were in Moscow. These are radar planes and stuff. I shouldn't be deploying those, I know, but mainstay, yeah. Let's see if we can take out this pocket too. Still some action going on here at Luhansk. In fact, I want to send these guys over here. We can cross the river and go up towards Kiev this way. Will be in a good position. I did not expect this sort of defense of Kiev here. Do we have any more airplanes like behind the lines here? Let's get a couple of them into the zone here. We have more troops here, but these aren't going to have time to get to the hot spots here. Yeah, I'm trying to cross the river here, but we're having trouble. We're also getting missiles shot at us. Yeah, someone's shooting missiles here. If I can get over the river, it's going to make this a whole lot easier. Yep, there we are, we're over the river. Let's continue pushing on. Towards Kiev. We're getting fresh troops here now as well. You guys are doing nothing. Let's have you actually just go for that. Mykolaiv. Let's just take out that pocket now. Please, can we finish that? Expand our territory in this direction too. Okay boys, now we go for Kiev from this direction as well. I've never seen this sort of resistance around the capital, and I like that. I like this situation actually, that they're actually doing some resistance. Let's have another airstrike here. We're now coming in from the other direction too, and more troops are pouring in here. Mostly artillery though, but they are fresh. Fighting is very intense. These guys are doing their limited thing there, and we are also having a bit of fighting around Zaporozhye. Still pockets going on here. Some fighting there. I think we're doing very well at Kiev now. The enemy is retreating from their capital as it seems. So another airstrike and I think will be good. Did we take Kiev? No. Not yet. Come on boys, in you go. Such a lot of them in there. These guys are coming from Siberia here. What a mess. Such a lot of them. More airstrikes. Pretty much the only thing I can do. Pump my forces in. Masses of them. Let's try and surround Kiev now. Be a bit more intelligent. This is just head-on assault. We're even losing territory here. This is not going very well at all. Yeah, now we have pretty much no air force left in the area either. They are being really stiff. I like it. Fighting is really intense. Let's try and move to surround Kiev here, if we can. I don't think we'll be able, but we can try that. Infantry coming up there. I wish these guys would just get over the river here. I have to continue ordering airstrikes. Yeah, Ukrainian resistance has pretty much ceased in the eastern parts. It's around Kiev that major fighting is going on now. And it's some really intense fighting here. In we go, in we go. I need more airstrikes. Yeah, no. We're very close right now. Luhansk pocket has finally been overtaken. I don't think I have the I do not have the Give me a proper airstrike now. Give me a good airstrike. Yeah, they're still reinforcing Kiev. And I have no forces left to do anything with now.
We need reinforcements.
Need to continue the airstrikes. This is super hard this time, but I like it.
We took their capital.
Yeah, there we go. We're in Kiev now. There we go. Annex. Whew, that was the Ukrainian war. So yeah, we now own the Ukraine and we have liberated it from its previous government. Yeah, bloody conflict. We lost masses of units. Let's have a look at that. Unit. Why doesn't yeah, here you have to show the dead region because they're dead now, so they are not by default active here. We lost 465 units. The Ukrainians killed 293 units of us. We lost 69,000 men in that conflict. They lost 98,000 men. So we did better, but they took more units of us. So that's a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah, they killed more, we killed less. But yeah, that's okay. We killed more of them. That must be civilian casualties as well. So yeah. Okay, yeah. But that's what happens when the Ukraine and Russia go to war. Not a very pretty sight, but yeah. Okay, that's it for this one. I look forward to doing the next one. I haven't decided yet. Maybe Germany versus France or something. But yeah, this was fun. So I thank you for watching.